Hello everyone. So let's continue our discussion on vector algebra, and let's start with our new topic, which is product of two vectors. Okay. So our first type of product that we can take is our dot product. So let's start by defining the dot product. So dot product between two vectors A and B is defined as magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector into cosine of the angle between these two vectors. So here theta will be always in between 0 to pi. So this will be an angle between 0 to pi. So let's imagine we have two vectors, let's say vector A and vector B. In this case, the angle between these two vectors. So we have to draw the vectors like they start from the same point. So we don't have to do like vector addition. आपको head पे नहीं रखना, आपको दोनों को इकट्ठे रखना. And the angle between them will be given by this smaller angle, right? There is another angle which is greater than 180. We will not choose that. So this will be theta. So you can see one more figure here. A vector, B vector, and the angle will be the smaller angle, right? And somebody can ask you, what if angle looks like larger than 180? Even then we will choose the smaller angle, right? Okay, A vector, B vector. Okay. So angle between two vectors can be between 0 and will be between 0 and pi. Okay. So why do we define dot product? So you might have learned dot product in class 11th in physics when you used to study forces. So for example, if we have a block and if I apply a force on the block and the block covers a distance d in, let's say, in x direction. So let's say this is the distance d and this is the angle between them. So if we decompose our force, the force has two projections, right? So एक क्या है, f cos theta, because this angle is theta. So f cos theta, so this angle is theta, I'm sorry. So I can maybe rub that a little bit, and the angle with the horizontal is theta, right? This will be f cos theta, and the vertical component of the force, the vertical component will be f sin theta. So all of the so we define work as force dot displacement, or we define work as force into distance into cos theta in class 11th. And you can see the work done by the force has two components, right? Because d has because the force has one component in the direction of the distance covered, one is in the perpendicular, and this force will do zero work, right? The work done by this force will be zero. Okay, so in that sense we define our dot product, and so it's nothing but the projection of one vector on another. So we can see one more illustration in which, let's see, so let's say this is our B vector and this is our A vector, and I can ask a question, what is what is projection of A vector on B vector? So if this angle is theta, so we know the projection of A vector on B vector will be nothing but mod of A into cos theta, right? From, so decompose किया हमने इसको, right? It has a sin theta here and a cos theta in this direction, okay? And so it has something to do with the dot product. So if we look into the definition of the dot product, we have a way to define our cos theta. We define cos theta as a dot b divided by magnitude of a divided by magnitude of b. Okay, so let's put that value here. So a vector into cos theta is nothing but a dot b divided by magnitude of a and magnitude of b. So magnitude of a cancels and we get this expression a dot b divided by magnitude of b. So a vector dot, so I can say b vector divided by modulus of b, which is nothing but the unit vector, right, in the direction of b. So this becomes a vector dot b cap. Okay, so this is projection of a vector on b vector. So there are some questions in the NCERT which will ask you about what is projection of a vector on the other vector. So this is nothing but a dot b cap by definition, or mod of a into cos theta. So dot product is also called a scalar product, because you can look on the right side, there is no vector as the output. We get number into some cosine of some angle, which is just a number. So a dot b is also known as the scalar product. And in a sense, it is nothing but the projection of one vector on the other, or and we just multiply with the magnitude of the second vector also. So let's see, let's continue from NCERT. So they have also defined our dot product like this. So there are some observations. So let's put these observations one by one in the our notes, and let's talk about them. So there are some observations. So we have talked about first one, a dot b is a real number. A dot b is a real number because it's also a scalar product, right? Because a dot b is nothing but mod a mod b cos theta. Okay, so a dot b is 0. So a dot b can be 0, right? A dot b is 0, and it's only if two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Let's say a vector is not null, okay? It is not null vector, and b vector is also not null vector. So a dot b is nothing but by definition mod a mod b cos theta. Okay, so if this is 0, this means this is 0, and we already know if a is not a null vector, so magnitude of a is not 0, correct? And this implies magnitude of b is also not 0. Okay, so we get, so since this term is not 0, this term is not 0, so we get cos theta must be 0. And when is cos theta 0? So cos theta is 0 when theta is equal to 90 degree, right? Or pi by 2. So, and that's what, so it means dot product will be 0 if two vectors, let's say a vector and b vector, are perpendicular to each other. So theta must be 90, right? In this case, a dot b will be 0. Okay, so let's talk more about the properties of dot product. Okay, so if theta is 0, what do we get? So if theta is 0, so a dot b by definition will be mod a into mod b into cos 0, and cos 0 is 1. So a dot b will be nothing but so this is 1 is mod a into mod b, right? This is the largest possible value. So this is the largest possible value of a dot b. So, but there is another one. A dot b can be minus of mod a into mod b also. So this is the smallest possible value. So smallest possible value is not 0. It's not when they are perpendicular. Okay. This is the case when both of the vectors are parallel, right? A vector and b vector, right? Okay. So a dot b can be minus of mod a into mod b also. So when will be that case? This will be the case when theta is pi. So let's check a dot b by definition. So LHS is so when theta is equal to pi or 180 degree. So the diagram looks like this. The a vector here and b vector is in opposite direction of a vector, right? So let's look at the LHS and see the proof here. So LHS looks like um, a dot b. A dot b by definition is mod a mod b cos theta. But cos of what? Pi, right? Cos pi is -1 and this is minus of a and b. So mod a mod b. So this is the smallest possible value for dot product. So smallest possible value for dot product. So this will be the case if two vectors are anti-parallel, right? Okay, they are in the opposite direction. Okay. So if you look at the definition, we defined cos theta as a dot b, right? A dot b, and you can go look into the diagram and into the formula, and you will find divided by mod a into mod b, right? And so mod a and mod b are just some numbers, and we defined cos theta as. So the angle between two vectors can always be found, and this is a vector divided by mod a, right? Dotted with. So this is one vector and this is another vector, and this is a cap dot b cap, a cap dot b cap. So if you take the dot product between two unit vectors, you can find the cosine of the angle between them. Okay, so this is the simplest definition of dot product. Okay, so there is one more thing the note is saying. So note is saying a dot a is mod a square. Okay, so what is a dot a? Let's see. So a dotted with a, so LHS is nothing but mod length of a into length of a into cosine of the angle between them. So what will be the angle between a vector and this and itself, right? So because they are of the same length and they have the angle 0, right? Okay, so theta is 0 here and a vector. So cos 0 is 1, so we get mod a square. So a dot a vector is nothing but mod a square. So this is a very useful definition. So sometimes if you are given magnitude of some numbered vector square, you can represent it as a dot product, and you can also write ki magnitude of any vector can be written as square root of. So magnitude is always positive, so no plus minus, right? Always positive, and it is a dot a. So very important definition which can be used to solve many questions. So this is important, and I'm defining the simplest possible formula for dot product also. Ki, for the cos theta, the angle between any two vectors is a cap dot b cap, right? Okay, so continue करते हैं इसे. So okay, so we have already discussed the property 4. So property 4 हमने already discuss कर लिया, right? It will be small. This is the case when we have the smallest possible value. Okay, so we already define if a vector is perpendicular to b vector, then a dot b must be 0. Okay, and we have already defined I cap, j cap and k cap, which are unit vectors along x, y and z axis. So we already know I cap is perpendicular to j cap and both of them are also perpendicular to k cap, right? So this means we can define I cap dot j cap will be equal to j cap dot I cap, right? And it's nothing but mod I mod j into cos of pi by 2. So mod I is 1, mod j is 1, but cos pi by 2 is 0. So into 0, the answer is 0. So dot product between any, if they are not same, so I cap dot j cap will is 0. So for similarly, dot product between j cap dot k cap is also 0. It is also equal to k cap dot j cap, which is also 0. And dot product between I and k and I is also 0. Okay. But what about I cap dot I cap? So I cap dot I cap is not 0. It is 1. Okay. It is equal to j cap dot j cap is equal to k cap dot k cap, and this is not 0, this is 1. So let's see why. So let's calculate I cap dot I cap. So I cap by I cap dot I cap is nothing but mod of the first vector into mod of the second vector into cosine of the angle between them. So angle between these two vectors is 0. So it is 1 into 1 into 1, answer is 1. Okay, so proof. So from this we will of course define dot product in component form also. So let's define it right now. Let's wait, right? So dot product in component form. So dot product in component form. So let's take two vectors. Let's say A vector dotted with B vector. Let's write A vector in its component form. Let's say AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap, and इसका हम डॉट प्रोडक्ट ले रहे हैं किसके साथ? BX I cap plus BY j cap plus BZ k cap, and let's multiply all of these. So हमें क्या क्या मिलेगा? We will get AX into BX, then I cap dot I cap, right? This is from first term of this and first term of this, plus इस first term को मैं second से multiply कर रहा हूँ. I will get AX BY, and these are just some numbers, and vector components क्या आ रहे हैं? I cap dotted with J cap, right? Plus AX BZ I cap dotted with K cap. Okay, so we already know this is 0, this is 0, and let's continue. So अब यहाँ से हम सेकेंड को उठाते हैं, ए वाई जे कैप को उठाते हैं, राइट? सो ए वाई जे कैप इंटू द फर्स्ट वन इज, सो ए वाई बी एक्स जे कैप डॉट आई कैप. So this is also 0, correct? So this is also 0, plus ay by j cap dot j cap, which is not 0, which is 1, we already know that, and ay bz j cap dot k cap, this is also 0, right? Okay, then वहां से थर्ड उठाते हैं, az into bx k cap dot I cap. So order मैं change नहीं कर रहा हूँ, right? I'm writing it them in the same order. So this is 0. फिर az के साथ में क्या आएगा? by आएगा and k cap dot j cap. So basically we are multiplying, right? दो terms को multiply करेंगे, तीन terms, we'll get 9 terms. These are the 9 terms, right? 0. Okay. Plus az bz k cap dot k cap. Okay, so only terms remaining are this and this. We already know I cap dot I cap is 1, j cap dot j cap is 1, k cap dot k cap is 1. अभी define किया था. Then we know a dot b is nothing but ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. Very good. So this is the component form of the dot product. So we can also define the value of cos theta in the component form. So we know already cos theta क्या होता है, a cap dot b cap, right? Okay. So what will be a cap? So uh, so or we can say it is also equal to a dot b divided by mod a mod b, right? Okay, mod a mod b, and we have already defined a dot b in the previous case, but mod a or mod b क्या होगा? So modulus of a will be nothing but root of ax square plus ay square plus az square, and mod of b will be nothing but root of bx square plus by square plus bz square. So putting all these values, we can find the value of cos theta in the component form. So this is cos theta in component form. And क्या आ रहा है इसका वैल्यू? So this is a dot b. a dot b क्या होता है? So ax bx. So x component with x component, ay by plus az bz divided by modulus of a, which is ax square plus ay square so ay square plus az square into bx square plus by square plus bz square. Okay, so this is the value of cos theta in the component form. Okay, so let's go back to into the notes and look further. So बुक बोल रहा है, ठीक है, हमने ये सब डिफाइन कर दिया, हमने cos थीटा भी डिफाइन कर दिया. सिंस cos थीटा में पता है हम थीटा भी निकाल सकते हैं, राइट? सो आई विल पुट इट हियर. Right, so we can find theta, that will be cos inverse of a dot b divided by mod a mod b. Okay, हमारे पास थीटा है तो हम cos थीटा निकाल सकते हैं, राइट? और सो cos थीटा है तो हम थीटा निकाल सकते हैं. एंड द लास्ट इज commutative property, a dot b is equal to b dot a. Why? Because a dot b किसके इक्वल है? a dot b is nothing but mod a mod b and the angle between them, cos of angle between them. And b dot a किसके इक्वल होगा? It will be mod b mod a, and the angle between them has not changed, so these are same, right? Okay, even in their component form they are same, right? a dot b किसके इक्वल है? ax bx plus ay by plus az bz, and यहाँ पे किसके इक्वल होगा? bx ay ax plus by ay plus bz az, and you can see both of results are same, and we can say dot product, vectors under dot product commute, right? Okay, vectors under dot product या फिर स्केलर प्रोडक्ट, राइट? ठीक है, commute. Okay, so let's see what's further in the NCERT. अब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ की बात कर रहा है, ठीक है? तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ इज फाइन कि and this is simple enough to prove कि so a dot b plus c, आप इसको कंपोनेंट की डेफिनेशन से प्रूव कर दीजिए या फिर लेंथ से भी कर सकते हैं. So let's, I will use the component form. So this is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, एंड इसका हम डॉट प्रोडक्ट किसके साथ ले रहे हैं? सो बी प्लस सी क्या आएगा, बी प्लस सी वेक्टर विल बी नथिंग बट उनके हम कंपोनेंट्स को ऐड कर देंगे, बी एक्स प्लस सी एक्स आई कैप, राइट, प्लस बी वाई प्लस सी वाई जे कैप प्लस बी जेड प्लस ए जेड के कैप, एंड इसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट हम इसके साथ लेंगे. सो वी हैव बी एक्स प्लस सी एक्स आई कैप प्लस बी वाई प्लस सी वाई जे कैप प्लस बी जेड प्लस ए जेड के कैप. एंड डॉट प्रोडक्ट के डेफिनेशन से आई कैप के कंपोनेंट विल बी मल्टीप्लाई विद आई कैप के कंपोनेंट्स, राइट, वी गेट ए एक्स इंटू बी एक्स प्लस सी एक्स, राइट, ठीक है, प्लस I get a y into by plus cy, right, by definition of the dot product j cap का component j cap के साथ multiply होगा, right, and az will be multiplied with bz plus, so I'm sorry, this was cz, right, so this is cz plus cz. Okay, this is the LHS, and RHS किसके equal है? So RHS here is nothing but a dot b plus a dot c. So what will be a dot b? So a dot b will be ax bx plus ay by plus az bz, ठीक है, and then what will be a dot c? So ax cx plus ay cy plus az cz. सो अगर इस टर्म से और इस टर्म से मैं ए एक्स कॉमन ले लूँ तो दीज आर जस्ट नंबर्स नाउ, राइट, स्केलर प्रोडक्ट है, ए एक्स कॉमन ले लिया, आई गेट बी एक्स प्लस सी एक्स. ओके, सो दिस इज द सेम टर्म एज दैट. इन दोनों टर्म से अगर हम ए वाई कॉमन ले लें, सो वी विल गेट बी वाई प्लस सी वाई विच इज सेम एज द सेकेंड टर्म. एंड लेट्स से इन दोनों टर्म से इफ आई टेक ए जेड कॉमन, आई विल गेट बी जेड प्लस सी जेड. And so LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Now let's see. Next definition is property 2. So lambda का multiplication. So lambda times a vector dotted with b vector. So what is lambda times a vector? So lambda times a vector will be nothing but lambda x I cap plus lambda y j cap. So lambda into ay. So sorry. So lambda into ay j cap plus lambda times az k cap. एंड इसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट हम किसके साथ ले रहे हैं, बी एक्स आई कैप प्लस बी वाई जे कैप प्लस बी जेड के कैप. एंड व्हाट डू वी गेट, लैम्डा ए एक्स बी एक्स. सो आई कैप का कंपोनेंट किसके साथ गया, आई के साथ, राइट, ठीक है, एंड बाकी आई एंड जे वाला जीरो होगा, राइट, वी हैव टू जस्ट राइट आई का आई के साथ, जे का जे के साथ. तो लैम्डा ए वाई इज द कोएफिशिएंट हियर इनटू बी वाई plus lambda az bz, correct, and so will be the result for the other four, right, other three, right, the ye wala, so this one is the same, right, this one is the same. So but हाँ इन तीनों का रिजल्ट क्या रहेगा, सेम रहेगा, राइट, ठीक है. So you can multiply lambda later also, or you can multiply lambda with b, it doesn't matter, this result will be same. So आगे वाले दो प्रॉपर्टीज हमने ऑलरेडी प्रूव कर दिए. वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड द कंपोनेंट फॉर्म ऑफ द डॉट प्रोडक्ट. सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड क्या, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड ए डॉट बी किसके इक्वल होता है. सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन दिस, राइट, कुछ टर्म जीरो आ गए, राइट, एंड वी ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड ए डॉट बी इज इक्वल टू ए वन बी टू और ए एक्स बी एक्स प्लस ए वाई बी वाई प्लस ए जेड बी जेड, राइट, ठीक है, डन. Then I have already defined कि प्रोजेक्शन क्या होता है. So projection of a vector on a line. So and let's go on to the next page of this NCERT. And projection हमने कैसे define किया है? ये रहा A dot B. So it has 4 properties. I will put them all together. So ये दो दो करके डाल देते. Right. So if p cap is a vector along the line, then we have already defined the projection of a vector on the line is a dot b p cap. And हमने क्या define किया था? A vector and b vector के term में define किया था, right? कि what is the projection of a vector on b vector? So आपने already डिकम्पोजिशन सीखा हुआ है फोर्सेस का क्लास 11th में. एंड हम ए का प्रोजेक्शन यहाँ पे क्या होगा? ए कॉस थीटा, राइट? मॉड ऑफ ए इंटू कॉस थीटा, राइट? एंड हमने यहीं से डिफाइन किया था ए इसको किसके इक्वल किया था? कॉस. हमने कॉस थीटा की वैल्यू लिखी थी, राइट? ठीक है, विच वाज ए डॉट बी डिवाइडेड बाय मॉड ए मॉड बी, राइट? mod a mod a got cancelled, right? And b vector divided by b by modulus of b was b cap, right? And our result became a dot b cap, right? Okay, so this is a projection of one vector on the other vector. So this is projection of a on b. B on a क्या होगा? So similarly projection of b on a vector will be nothing but b cos theta, right? Okay, modular magnitude of b into cos theta, and which will be nothing but b dot a cap, right? Okay, so here a is the unit vector, there b is the unit vector, right? So जिसका प्रोजेक्शन ले रहे हैं, जिस वेक्टर के ऊपर ले रहे हैं, उसका हमें सिर्फ डायरेक्शन चाहिए, राइट? एंड जिसका प्रोजेक्शन ले रहे हैं, वी नीड दैट वेक्टर, राइट? ठीक है, सो बिकॉज प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ ए वेक्टर ऑन बी वेक्टर विल डिपेंड अपॉन कि ए कितना बड़ा है, राइट? ठीक है, उसका शैडो कितना बड़ा होगा, डिपेंड्स अपॉन ए कितना बड़ा है, राइट? सो इट इज ए वेक्टर डॉटेड विद बी कैप. बी इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द बी वेक्टर. ओके, so that says something about the first two properties. And let's see third and fourth में क्या बोल रहा है वो. So okay, if theta is 0, then projection on a of AB on AB will be AB itself, and if theta is pi, the projection of AB will be BA. So what is all that? So ठीक है, let's see example. So if theta is 0, okay, so we already know projection of A on B, right? ठीक है, projection of A on B is nothing but mod of A into cos theta, right? ठीक है, so and so projection of या फिर और A vector dotted with B cap, right? So what will be projection? So what will be projection of A vector on A vector? So it will be nothing but A into cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, right? Okay, so it will be nothing but the A vector, right? The magnitude of A vector, right? तो I'm asking कि इस वेक्टर का अपने ऊपर शैडो कितना होगा? उतना ही होगा, right? ठीक है, it will be mod of A, right? ठीक है, if this is the A vector, so this is mod A, right? And you can do the same thing or it will be equal to A vector dotted with A cap, right? ठीक है, projection of A vector on A vector will be A vector dotted with A cap. So you can define A cap को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? A vector divided by mod of A, right? ठीक है, and A dot A is nothing but mod A square, right? ठीक है, A dot A is nothing but mod A square. अभी डिफाइन किया था AX square plus AY square plus AZ square and divided by mod A, and we get mod A, right? ठीक है, so another method. So हाँ, हमने actually define किया था कि magnitude of a vector, right? Magnitude of a vector, हमने बेसिक डेफिनेशन से डिफाइन किया था ए डॉट ए, राइट? ए डॉट ए वॉज नथिंग बट mod a into cos 0, and we defined mod a square was a dot a, right? Okay, a dot a, this was the vector definition, this is the vector definition, and we defined length as इसको norm बोलते हैं, तो this is we defined norm as square root of a dot a, right? Okay, and अगर मैं यहाँ पे इसका component form लिखूं, so component form, so you will find something very familiar, right? Component form क्या होगा? So a dot a क्या होगा? So a dot a vector is nothing but ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap का dot product on itself, right? ठीक है, ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and what is this? So a dot a is coming out to be ax square plus ay square plus az square, and in that sense we can define norm of a, which was square root of a dot a, as ax square plus ay square plus az square in 3 dimensions. This is like the distance formula, right? This is the length of the which we have already been using in the previous two exercises, right? This is the magnitude of a, this is root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. So now we have, so this definition can be written as this also, right? So mod of a dot a, and this is useful in doing many questions in for JEE mains and advanced. So this is the definition of the norm of a vector. So you can extend this definition in higher dimensions also. So let's see. So now it is talking about cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. कि cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma क्या होंगे? Okay. So let's say cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, या फिर L, M and N, right? या फिर in short डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस, राइट? ठीक है. So if you remember, alpha is the angle between a vector and x axis, right? ठीक है, basically I cap, right? ठीक है, unit vector in the direction there is I cap, right? So what is a का dot product with I cap? A का dot product with I cap is nothing, it's nothing by definition, it is mod a mod of I cap into cos of the angle between them. But what is the angle between them? This is cos alpha, right? And this value is 1 because length of the unit vector is 1. So we find cos alpha किसके equal आ रहा है? Cos alpha is nothing but a vector dotted with I cap divided by magnitude of a. And what is a vector? So this is just some number, I can divide it with this, right? Okay, so this is a vector divided by length of a vector, and this is our vector, and which we have to take dot product with I cap, and so cos alpha is nothing but a cap dot I cap. So this is the simplest definition I can give कि if you take unit, अगर आपके पास कोई वेक्टर गिवन है उसका यूनिट वेक्टर निकाल लो और उसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट ले लो आई कैप के साथ, दैट विल गिव यू cos alpha. And similarly you can find cos beta as a cap dot j cap and cos gamma as a cap dot k cap. So if you remember, right, this was the smallest possible definition of the dot product, right? The cos theta is nothing but a dot b cap, right? Again, if I want, this is if you want to find angle between two vectors, right? Smallest possible definition. And what will be the angle between a vector and I vector? So cos alpha निकाल सकते हो उससे, right? Okay. So you can use, you can say from 1 also, right? Okay. So you can say this is from 1 and other two also, right? Okay. Since the angle between a and b या फिर a vector and j vector is beta, so the angle between a vector and y axis, right, is beta, right? By definition, beta is the angle between the vector and the y axis. So you can use, you can say this is from 1, or you can prove it like this by the basic definition of dot product. Continuing with our discussion, and we have examples now. So we are done through theory. So let's complete few simple examples. So find the angle between vector A and vector V with magnitudes 1 and 2, and A dot B is 1. Okay. So magnitude of A vector is 1, magnitude of B vector is 2, and A dot B vector is 1. So we will write the vector definition ki it is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cosine of the angle between them. This is 1. So this is 1 into 2 into cos theta is 1. So I find cos theta is half. So cos theta half kab hota hai? When angle is pi by 3. So theta is pi by 3. And pi by 3 belongs to 0 to pi. So our answer must be correct. Okay. So note एक और डाल देते हैं कि हमने लिखा ही था, right? A dot B is always between mod A mod B. This is when two vectors are parallel, and this is when two vectors are anti-parallel, right? Okay. So minus of A dot B, minus of this, right? And you can look into it in another way also. If I divide by mod of A B, mod of A into mod of B into this equation, I get minus 1 less than equal to A dot B divided by mod A mod B, and this is less than 1. And but if you see, what is this? So this is the definition of cos theta, right? So this is cos theta. Okay. So dot product, so we can write dot product as the scalar product. It can be negative or positive, right? Okay. So dot product can be negative or positive. It's just a number, right? Dot product can be negative or positive. It can be zero also, right? Zero कब होगा? जब दो वेक्टर्स क्या होंगे? परपेंडिकुलर होंगे. Given both of them are not null vector, right? Given both of them are not null. So let's see example 14th. Find angle between these two vectors. Okay, so let's find. So cos theta का definition क्या होता है? So this is a vector dot b vector divided by length of A and length of B, right? So let's find length of A first. So length of A vector is square root of 1 square plus 1 square plus minus 1 ka square, which is root 3. Length of B vector is nothing but square of 1 square plus minus 1 ka square plus 1 square, which is also root 3. Let's find A dot B now. A dot B will be I plus j minus k का dot product with I minus j plus k, and we will use the component form कि A dot B vector क्या होगा? ax bx. So this is 1 into 1, right? Plus ay by. So 1 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into 1 az bz, and this is just a number, and this comes out to be 1 minus 1 minus 1. This is minus 1, and cos theta कितना आ रहा है? Cos theta is minus 1 divided by root 3 and root 3. So this is coming out to be negative. So cos theta is -1/3 एंड थीटा कितना आ रहा है, थीटा इज cos इनवर्स -1/3 एंड ऐसे वैल्यूज के लिए थीटा क्या होगा, ऑप्टियूज होगा, राइट। ठीक है, सिंस cos थीटा इज नेगेटिव, थीटा मस्ट बी ऑप्टियूज, राइट। एंड आप you can use inverse trigonometry into this to write pi minus cos inverse 1/3, right? Okay, cos inverse 1/3 will be something between 0 to pi by 2, so this will be obtuse, right? Okay. So let's see the result here. Take a cos inverse -1/3. So let's look into 15th question. So यहाँ पे हमें क्या गिवन है, a वेक्टर b वेक्टर, शो दैट a प्लस बी एंड a माइनस बी आर परपेंडिकुलर, तो हम a प्लस b वेक्टर निकाल लेते हैं। तो इफ आई ऐड बोथ ऑफ दीज वेक्टर, तो x कंपोनेंट्स को ऐड करें तो क्या आ रहा है, 5 + 1 i कैप प्लस y के कंपोनेंट्स -1 + 3, तो j कैप, z के अलॉन्ग वी हैव -3 - 5 k कैप। So a plus b vector is 6 i cap plus 2 j cap minus 8 k cap. a minus b vector क्या आ रहा है, a minus b vector is so 5 - 1 आएगा, राइट, i cap। देन y कंपोनेंट क्या है इसका, -1 है, सो -1 उसमें से क्या सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, सो -3 j cap, k cap के अलॉन्ग आई हैव -3 एंड उसमें से क्या सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, -5, सो आई शुड ऐड 5, right? k cap and a minus b vector. So you can take your time always to find all these. I generally do it a little bit quickly. So 4i minus 4j plus 2k. So what is the condition for perpendicular vectors? So let me call this as some c vector, right? Okay. So let me call this as c vector and let me call this as d vector. So if two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product was 0, right? Okay. If c vector is perpendicular to d vector, right? It implies c dot d must be 0. Okay, let's find c dot d, right? Okay, c dot d, basically a plus b dotted with a minus b, right? Okay, so this gives us 6i plus 2j minus 8k. इसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट हमें किसके साथ लेना है, 4i minus 4j plus 2k. So this is i का कंपोनेंट x का x के साथ, so 24 आ रहा है, 6, ठीक है, 6 into 4 and no i cap, right, because this is scalar product, i cap will go because i dot i किसके इक्वल होता है, 1 के इक्वल होता है, राइट। ठीक है, j y का y के साथ, तो 2 into -4 plus -8 into 2, this is 24 minus 8 minus 16, answer is 0. Since c dot d is 0, right, since c dot d is 0, it implies c vector is perpendicular to d vector, ठीक है, and it implies a plus b vector, because c vector क्या था, a plus b vector, it is perpendicular to a minus b vector, right? Hence proved. So let's take next question. So find the projection of this vector a vector on b vector. So by definition, projection की definition क्या, so it is mod a into cos theta, right? That is one method, method one. So तो इसके लिए हम क्या निकाल लेते हैं, पहले mod a निकाल लेते हैं। mod a कितना है, so it is root of 2 square plus 3 square plus 2 square. This is class 11th के definitions, right? A cos theta is the projection of a vector of a, let's say, आपने projection निकालना सीखा होगा, right? A cos theta, right? So force into cos theta, right? So we find here root of 4 plus 9 plus 4, which is 13 and 4 7, root 17. And let's also find mod b, क्योंकि हमें cos theta निकालना है, and cos theta किसके इक्वल होता है? Cos theta is a dot b divided by mod a mod b, mod a mod b. So let's find mod b also. Mod b किसके इक्वल आ रहा है? It is square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. So mod b is 1 plus 4 plus 1, which is root 6. And a dot b किसके इक्वल आ रहा है? A dot b is 2i plus 3j plus 2k. So 2k dotted with I plus 2j plus k. So x का x के साथ component is 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2 plus 2 into 1, and we find 2 plus 6 plus 2, which is 10. And we can now find a cos mod a cos theta. So we can now find cos theta. Cos theta किसके इक्वल आ रहा है? So a dot b divided by mod a mod b, and we can define it to be 10 divided by root 17 and root 6. Okay, and we can now define projection of a on b, right? Projection of a on b is mod a cos theta, right? So this is mod of a. What was mod of a? Root 17, right? Into cos theta. Cos theta कितना आ रहा है? 10 and root 17 root 6. So root 17 cancels and we get 10 by root 6. 10 by root 6. And let's check this answer. So इसको rationalize कर लेते हैं. So rationalize करेंगे तो into root 6 by root 6, and we get 10 root 6 divided by 6, and this becomes 3 and this becomes 5. The result is 5 root 6 by 3, which matches our answer from the NCERT. Is there another way we can solve this? Yes. So method 2, which will be much simpler if you remember the definition. If you don't remember, do it like this. If you remember, projection of A on B क्या होता है? A dot B cap होता है simply, right? ठीक है. So let's find first B cap vector, right? तो B cap निकालने के लिए हम क्या निकाल लेते हैं? Mod of B vector. Mod of B vector is square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square, which is root 6. So B cap हमें मिल गया. B cap is B vector divided by mod of B, which is the unit vector. Unit vector कितना आ रहा है? 1 by root 6 I cap plus 2 by root 6 j cap. करेक्ट, क्योंकि B vector को हमने किससे डिवाइड करना? root 6 से, plus 1 by root 6 k cap. And हमारा projection of A on B कितना आ रहा है? So projection of A on B is A vector dotted with B cap, and this is A vector क्या है हमारा? So by हमारा A vector है 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 2k cap. I copied it from here, and but dot इसका किसके साथ लेना है? ऊपर वाले वेक्टर के साथ. 1 by root 6 I cap plus 2 by root 6 j cap and plus 1 by root 6 k cap, and this gives us the result. I cap का component I cap के साथ 2 into 1 by root 6, okay, plus 3 into 2 by root 6, y का y के साथ and z का z के साथ 2 into 1 by root 6, and we find our result as 2 by root 6 plus 6 by root 6. I'm not cancelling anything right now so that I can take the LCM. 2 by root 6, इन सबको ऐड किया तो ऊपर क्या आ रहा है? 10 by root 6, and इसको फिर हम क्या करेंगे? रैशनलाइज करेंगे. root 6 and we find 10 root 6 by 6, which is 5 root 6 by 3. Same result. ठीक है, but this is much shorter. ठीक है, आपने बस बी कैप निकालना और डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेना है, वहाँ पे you will have to do more things. So 17th is one of the important questions from NCERT. It will be, आप ऐसे क्वेश्चन जेई मेंस में भी देखेंगे एंड स्कूल के एग्जाम्स में भी देखेंगे. सो प्रीवियस जेई मेंस के क्वेश्चन में भी देख सकते हो. दीज आर सो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को करने के लिए बेस्ट आइडिया इज हमने नॉर्म डिफाइन किया हुआ है. नॉर्म ऑफ अ वेक्टर इज नथिंग बट स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ ए डॉट ए, राइट? ए डॉटेड विद ए. सो वी विल यूज दैट टू डू दिस क्वेश्चन. सो लेट्स हमें क्या निकालना है? फाइंड मॉड्यूलस ऑफ ए minus b. So what will be the norm of a minus b vector? So it will be nothing but square root of first same vector with same vector, right? A minus b vector का dot product किसके साथ लेंगे हम? A minus b के साथ. And that's why it is so important. It आपको एक वहाँ पे सूझे ना सूझे तो you should practice such questions. एक 3-4 ऐसे questions करने चाहिए आपको. But I am marking this as very important कि नॉर्म से आप इसको करेंगे, ठीक है? एंड वंस वी डू दैट, क्योंकि हाउ व्हाई वी हैव टू डू इट लाइक दिस, क्योंकि हमें ए वेक्टर एंड बी वेक्टर स्पेशल पर्टिकुलरली गिवन नहीं है, राइट? कि आई कैन नॉट सबट्रैक्ट दीज, राइट? क्योंकि मेरे पास इन्फॉर्मेशन क्या है, गिवन क्या है? मेरे पास ए वेक्टर नहीं गिवन है, मेरे पास सिर्फ नॉर्म ऑफ ए गिवन है, राइट? इट इज 2. मेरे पास नॉर्म ऑफ बी गिवन है, इट इज 3. मेरे पास ए डॉट बी गिवन है विच इज 4. एंड इसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं गिवन है. मेरे पास ए वेक्टर और बी वेक्टर होता तो आई कैन सबट्रैक्ट देन आई कैन टेक द नॉर्म, बट नहीं है. तो यू विल यूज दिस मेथड कि नॉर्म ऑफ ए माइनस बी विल बी नथिंग बट स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ ए माइनस बी वेक्टर डॉटेड विद इटसेल्फ. सो एंड लेट्स सिंप्लीफाई द टर्म्स इनसाइड. वी गेट ए डॉट ए प्लस सॉरी माइनस ए डॉट बी. सो मैंने फर्स्ट टर्म को किससे मल्टीप्लाई किया? फर्स्ट से, फिर फर्स्ट को सेकंड से, देन सेकंड टर्म को फर्स्ट टर्म से, तो माइनस बी डॉट ए एंड देन माइनस बी इंटू माइनस बी. सो माइनस माइनस प्लस प्लस बी डॉट बी. ओके, एंड वी ऑलरेडी नो ए डॉट ए क्या होता है, राइट? ए डॉट ए इज नथिंग बट mod a square. So we find in this becomes mod a square. Last term becomes mod b square. And we already know कि a dot product क्या होता है? कम्यूट करता है. a dot b is same as b dot a, right? So I will put them in the box. These are the formulas I'm using, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3, and this is first step was from 1, right? This step I'm doing from 2 and 3, from 2 and 3, ये वाला step. So from 3 I can say minus twice of a dot b, right? ठीक है, क्योंकि these two terms are basically same, so this will become double. Okay, and now I can do my question. I have to just put the values from the given thing. कि mod a square कितना होगा? This will be 2 square. Mod b कितना है? 3, so this will be 3 square minus twice of a dot b, which is 4, and we have the value of our norm. This is 4 plus 9 minus 8, which is square root of 5. Let's check the answer from NCERT, which is correct. So let's try example 18th. So if a is a unit vector, so a is a unit vector. So we already know इसका norm कितना है? 1. I will mark this as my first equation. Okay, so हमें निकालना norm of x. Norm of x क्या है? Question. This is the question. But कुछ given है, x minus a dotted with x plus a is 8. So LHS को simplify करते हैं. We get x dot x, and for x को फिर multiply किया a के साथ, plus में x dot a minus a dot x. So ए को मल्टीप्लाई किया x से, फिर a को मल्टीप्लाई किया a से माइनस a डॉट a. So I will write this is equal to 8. So we already know a dot a कितना होता है, it is mod a square, right? ठीक है, mod a square, because mod a dot b कितना होता है, mod b cos theta, a dot a क्या होगा, mod a into cos 0 is 1, so this is mod a square, right? Okay, so this is mod x square, and we also know a dot b is same as b dot a, right? ठीक है, so dot product क्या करता है, commute करता है, and this is the reason जब इसको उल्टा करेंगे these two terms will cancel, and minus mod of a square is 8, and we already know mod of we know a is a unit vector, right? So mod of x का square minus में 1 square is 8, so we find mod x square is 9. So should I write two values, x is equal to plus minus 3? No, x is only equal to plus 3, right? Okay, so mod of x is equal to plus 3. Why? Because this is a norm is always positive, right? Okay, so plus 3, so norm is always positive, right? Norm is, because ये length है, right? Length of the vector is always positive, length is positive, right? Is always positive. So last example, नहीं दो बचे, so 19th क्या बोल रहा है, so for any two vectors prove the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So okay, so we already know a dot b किसके इक्वल होता है, a dot b is norm of a norm of b into cos theta, but both sides can be positive or negative. This is just scalar product, right? Dot product, from definition of dot product. So these sides can be positive or negative, so keep them positive. I am taking modulus, ठीक है, take modulus, क्योंकि cos थीटा यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव हो सकता है डिपेंडिंग अपॉन एंगल एक्यूट है या ऑप्टियूज, राइट? एक्यूट में क्या होगा, cos थीटा पॉजिटिव होगा, ऑप्टियूज यानी सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में cos थीटा नेगेटिव होता है. सो टेक मॉड्यूलस, सो आई एम नॉट टेकिंग नॉर्म, आई एम टेकिंग मॉड्यूलस. ठीक है, मॉड्यूलस इज विच इज अप्लाइड ऑन नंबर्स, राइट? मॉड ऑफ -2 इज 2, राइट? करेक्ट, एंड मॉड ऑफ 2 इज ऑल्सो 2, राइट? ठीक है, इट जस्ट चेंजेस द मैग्नीट्यूड टू पॉजिटिव. So if I apply modulus on both sides, I will get mod of a minus b. So this is not norm, ठीक है, norm नहीं है, this is just modulus, right? And this is, and this should be obvious, क्यों? क्योंकि a dot b will be a scalar, right? Scalar number में क्या होगा, mod होगा, right? ठीक है, so this is mod a mod b cos theta and इस पूरे का modulus. But these are all, mod a क्या होता है, it's length, so it is already greater than 0, right? It is positive, right? Mod b क्या है, it's also length, so it is already greater than 0, right? ठीक है, magnitudes हैं, ठीक है. So I don't have to worry about those two. So modulus of a dot b is mod a mod b into mod cos theta, right? Mod of cos theta. Okay, so cos theta we already know is between -1 and 1, right? If theta is between 0 to pi, we know cos theta is between -1 and 1, and mod of cos theta, so will be always positive, it will be between 0 and 1, right? Okay, mod of cos theta will be always between 0 and 1, it will be always positive. ठीक है, क्योंकि जो भी नंबर आएगा वो चाहे वो -half आ रहा है तब even then answer will be half. Okay, so what will happen if I remove this? So if I remove this, which side will become larger? तो अगर मैं, these are equal right now, right? And if I remove cos theta from this equation, so I will get mod of a dot b. कौन सा साइड बड़ा होगा, राइट साइड बड़ा होगा, right? ठीक है, mod a mod b. क्यों? बिकॉज दिस इज लेफ्ट साइड इज स्टिल क्या है, लेफ्ट साइड इज स्टिल mod a mod b cos theta, right? ठीक है, mod a mod b cos theta, and cos theta will be between 0 and 1, and this is the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So इस लास्ट स्टेप के बारे में वापस से थोड़ा ध्यान से सोचिएगा, ठीक है, कि हाउ आई हैव रिमूव दिस, राइट? ठीक है, कि आई हैव रिमूव द स्मॉलर नंबर. अब मैं यहाँ से स्मॉलर नंबर हटा दिया, हाफ हटा दिया, तो दिस साइड इज नाउ लार्जर, राइट? ठीक है, और यू कैन थिंक इट लाइक दिस कि और you can think it like this: mod a mod b cos theta will be, and इसका modulus will be smaller than mod a mod b, right? ठीक है, correct. Mod a mod b cos theta, because cos theta is between 0 to 1, right? Cos theta belongs to 0 to 1, right? ठीक है, close bracket 0 to 1, and since this is a smaller number, so this inequality holds, so we can say a dot b got का modulus is smaller than mod a into mod b. Of course, a dot b क्या होगा, mod a mod b cos theta, right? So this side, that side is smaller. So because cos theta will be a number between 0 and 1. So now we have to prove triangle inequality, and triangle inequality के लिए आपको Schwarz inequality, Cauchy-Schwarz inequality I think necessary है. So let's try to prove triangle inequality here. So this here is a question in terms of modulus, right? ठीक है, so triangle inequality क्या बोलता है? So we already have done triangle inequality in class 9th also, कि अगर हमारे पास एक triangle है, right? Let's say this side is A, this side is B, and this side is C. We already know sum of two sides is larger than the third side, right? For example, दो छोटे sides अगर A plus A and B है, इनका sum will be larger than C, right? ठीक है, and or it also says A plus C will be larger than B, and B plus C will be larger than A, right? Triangle inequality. So it can be equal if it, then it will be not a, then equal case में क्या होगा? It will not be a triangle, it will be a straight line, right? All three points will become collinear, right? ठीक है, तो अगर ऐसा कुछ हो गया A, B and C, the A plus B can be equal to C, right? But it is not a triangle anymore, but this can be equal. So now we have the vector form of this. The vector form we have a diagram here also कि ये A vector है, B vector है, and this is A plus B, right? And you can clearly see why this holds even from the diagram. So let's see. है ना, A vector, B vector and A plus B vector, right? So third side यहाँ इस बार C की जगह A plus B vector, right? So earlier we used to say C A plus B is greater than C, right? ठीक है, now we will say mod A plus mod B will be greater than equal to C. C क्या है इस बार? mod of A plus B, right? Length of A plus B, right? ठीक है, it is the same thing जो आपने 9th में सीखा था, and this is in 12th. But इसका proof देखते हैं. So but a proof will be done using vectors, of course. So what will be mod of A minus B? Okay, what will be mod of A minus B? And for simplicity mod of A minus B का square निकाल लेते हैं. So this will be by definition, हमें पता है mod A square किसके equal होता है? A dot A, right? ठीक है, so by definition, so or you can take square root of and यहाँ पे square हटा सकते हो, but I will say this A minus B dotted with A minus B, correct? A minus B. So let's multiply this. We get A dot A minus में A dot B minus में B dot A and minus minus plus plus b dot b, and let's use that definition again, 1. So from 1 I can say mod a square plus mod b square. So this is from the last term, and we already know kya second equation I can use is a dot b commutes with b dot a, so vectors commute, so they are equal. So it will become minus 2 a dot b, correct? So this is a minus b ka whole square. So vector a minus b whole square, and let's use now our Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. अब मैं इस a डॉट b को हटा के अगर इससे छोटा वैल्यू यहाँ पुट कर दूँ तो which side will be larger, right? ठीक है, so let's see. If I remove this, so mod लेने की ज़रूरत है यहाँ. So if I remove ठीक है, squared है ये, and okay, so let's do one step first कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे a डॉट b की जगह सिंपली मॉड ऑफ a डॉट b लिख दूँ, ठीक है, मॉड, सो दिस इज जस्ट आई एम टेकिंग द मॉड, तो कौन सा साइड बड़ा होगा, ठीक है, so now this number is always positive, right? This will side number is always positive, so this can be positive or negative, right? Okay, this number can be positive or negative. This is always positive, right? Okay, always positive. So of course, as you can see the sign from the NCERT, if I do this right side will become larger. We can think about that. Here it's reasoning out, since x is less than mod of x, less than or equal to mod of x for all real numbers. So that number can be negative and it's not always positive. But now let's think about Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. Cauchy-Schwarz inequality क्या बोलता है कि a dot b का mod is always less than equal to mod a mod b, and let's put a larger. So यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, we have removed smaller number with larger number, right? ठीक है, so yeah, so we removed smaller number with larger number, and now a dot b से बड़ा नंबर क्या है? So mod a mod b, right? A dot b के mod से बड़ा क्या है? Mod a mod b, right? From Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, right? Which was the previous question, Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So if I remove, अगर मैं यहाँ पे छोटा नंबर हटा के और बड़ा नंबर लगा दूँ तो right side will become even larger, right? ठीक है, so this is right side is larger than okay, so b square and minus twice of mod a mod b. And what is this right side? So yes, so right side is equal to mod a minus mod b whole squared, right? Okay, this is whole squared, but kiska iska, right? Okay, and let's go to the final step of this from NCERT. And why haven't they written plus minus now? So mod of a minus b is equal to, let's say, mod a minus mod b, right? So I'm assuming okay, assuming mod a is larger than mod b, ठीक है. तो जो बड़ा वेक्टर है उसको मैं पहले लिख रहा हूँ, सो आई डोंट हैव टू राइट पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, राइट. सो दिस साइड विल इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव, राइट, क्योंकि ये मॉड्यूलस है, राइट, ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. सो आई शुड कीप, since a mod is greater than, so this will be also positive, right, since mod is greater than mod b. And this so there was a plus sign. Oh, so did we make a mistake? So was there a plus sign? Oh yes, there was a plus sign. हमने गड़बड़ कर दी क्या? हाँ, तभी इतना टाइम लग गया इस क्वेश्चन में. So yeah, we had to do plus. So let's change the sign. इतना कोई बड़ा mistake नहीं था. Plus plus. So all these are plus. तभी mistake हो गया and now it's fine. ठीक है. अब मैं इस नंबर की जगह इससे बड़ा नंबर डाल रहा हूँ, तो there is no problem, right? Modulus will be larger, right? And plus. And Cauchy-Schwarz inequality से जब replace करेंगे, then we are putting even larger number, right? So that's why I was a little bit confused कि since that number was going to be subtracted, तो बड़ा नंबर डालने से ये साइड छोटा हो जाएगा. But now it's all consistent, right? ठीक है. So ये वाला नंबर नेगेटिव या पॉजिटिव हो सकता है. Now it's always positive. So that RHS is larger. Now I have replaced smaller number with larger number, right? So this side is still larger and this is plus, right? ठीक है. Plus, okay, and this is our triangle inequality, right? Okay. So sum of any two vectors will be larger than, if you add the vectors first, and so sum of mods of two vectors will be larger than sum of vectors and then taking mod, right? Okay. So it's not equal. Which side is larger? So if you look carefully, this is the right side which is larger, right? Right side which one is larger, right? Correct. Okay. So are there any other questions here? So there is last example 21. So okay, so yes, this question was a little bit difficult, but ध्यान से सोचें आगे. तो हमें क्या निकालना है? मॉड ऑफ ए प्लस बी का होल स्क्वायर, मॉड ऑफ ए प्लस बी को कंपेयर करना. तो हमने मॉड ऑफ ए प्लस बी का स्क्वायर लिया कैसे? ए डॉट ए से. तो वी डिड ए प्लस बी डॉटेड विद ए प्लस बी, राइट? सो it's here, ठीक है, a plus b dotted with a plus b and all numbers were positive and we replace it with the smaller number. So this RHS larger number, so this is larger, right? ठीक है, this is larger and we got RHS is larger and then we removed it and from the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality it became larger and this is mod a plus mod b का whole square, right? Mod a square mod b square plus twice of a 2ab, right? ठीक है, and we are assuming mod of a is greater than mod of b. So अब जरूरत नहीं है इसका, right? इसके assumption का हमें कोई जरूरत नहीं है. So even this assumption is not required now, right? Okay. So okay. So now how can we prove three vectors? So show that these points are collinear. So points की जगह उनकी क्या given है? Position vector given है, right? We are given OA vector. OA vector क्या है? So minus 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 5k cap. Okay. So basically हमें क्या given है? Coordinate of a भी बोल सकते हो. Coordinate of a कितना है? minus 2, 3, 5, right? ठीक है. हमारे पास क्या given है? Position vector of point B which is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Or you can say आपके पास point B given है, right? Which is 1, 2, 3. Okay. You have OC vector, position vector of point C, which is 7 I cap minus k cap, and we find C vector as coordinate of point C as coordinate of C कितना आ रहा है? 7, 0 क्योंकि J component 0 है and K का component क्या है? -1. Okay. So how can we prove these three points are collinear? Collinear हमने class 11th में डिस्टेंस फार्मूला से किया हुआ है, राइट. बट राइट नाउ वी विल यूज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ डॉट प्रोडक्ट. सो डॉट प्रोडक्ट से कर सकते हैं इसको. सो they have used triangle inequality, ठीक है. So we'll use also that triangle inequality. डॉट प्रोडक्ट से भी आई गेस वी कैन अटेम्प्ट दैट. नहीं, कोलिनियरिटी के लिए आप क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट से कर सकते हो, ठीक है. टू प्रूव थ्री थिंग्स आर कोलिनियर यू कैन ऑलवेज यूज क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट, बट क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट अगला एक्सरसाइज है. सो लेट्स यूज ट्राइंगल इनइक्वालिटी, राइट. सो ट्राइंगल इनइक्वालिटी क्या बोलेगा, राइट. इफ राइट ए बी सी आर कोलिनियर, राइट, ठीक है. इफ ए बी सी are collinear, so triangle inequality will become equality, right, and it will become AB plus BC must be equal to AAC, right. But let's now find AB vector. AB vector निकाल लेते हैं, BC vector निकाल लेते हैं, AC vector निकाल लेते हैं, and we will find the mod of these vectors. तो AB vector क्या आ रहा है, final minus initial करके. So this is B is the final point, so 1 माइनस, सो प्लस 2 आई कैप, प्लस में 2 माइनस 3 जे कैप, प्लस में 3 माइनस 5 के कैप. सो दिस इज 3 आई कैप माइनस जे कैप माइनस 2 के कैप. ओके, एंड वी फाइंड, ओके विल डू दैट वन लेटर कि इसका लेंथ निकालना. बट बी सी वेक्टर कितना होगा, फाइनल पॉइंट है सी, तो 7 माइनस initial point is B, 1 I cap, plus 0 minus 2 J cap, plus minus 1 minus 3 K cap. So this results in a vector which is 6 I cap, minus 2 J cap, minus 4 K cap. AC vector किसके equal आ रहा है? So AC vector is so initial point is A, final is C, so C 7 plus 2 I cap, okay, plus 0 minus 3 J cap, plus में minus 1 minus 5 K cap. So AC vector 9 I cap minus 3 J cap minus 6 K cap. Okay, so now we can find, so not mod of AC, we have found AC right now, okay. So now we will find mod of all these. So इन सब के मॉड्यूलस क्या आ रहा है. So mod of AB is nothing but square root of 3 square plus minus 1 का square plus minus 2 का square, which is 9 plus 1 plus 4, which is 14, okay, root 14. Mod of BC, so this is root of 36 plus 4 plus 16. I already took the squares, so this is square root के अंदर 56. 56 is 4 into, ठीक है. So 56 को decompose करते हैं. So 56 is 2 से divide किया 28, 2 से divide किया 14. So okay, so this is 2 root 14. And what is AC? AC is square root of 9 का स्क्वायर 81 प्लस 3 का स्क्वायर 9 माइनस 6 का स्क्वायर 36. तो 90 प्लस 36 126. तो 126 किसका आता है. सो लेट्स सी, 126 को फैक्टराइज करते हैं. सो 2, सो इट इज 63 3 21 3 7 7 1. Okay, so this is 3 root, so 3 बाहर चला गया, 2 and 14 अंदर, so 3 root 14, right. Okay, and we can check कि 2 smaller sides का सम कितना आ रहा है. तो दो छोटे साइड्स कौन से, AB and BC, right. mod AB plus mod BC is root 14 plus 2 root 14, which is 3 root 14, and which is equal to mod AC, right. So A, B, C are collinear. So आप डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला से भी कर सकते थे, बट नाउ वी हैव टू डू इट फ्रॉम वेक्टर्स. तो आपके पास अगर points given है, so you can of course do final point minus initial point, right? ठीक है, final point minus initial point, right? Or there is another way to write this. AB vector is same as OB vector minus OA vector. So you can draw the triangle and check that, right? Okay, you can draw the triangle, you can take the but ठीक है, you can draw a triangle to check that अगर triangle law लगाना है, otherwise you can just write, अगर position vector given है तो आप coordinate लिख लीजिए, right? ठीक है, तो मैंने AB vector को OB vector minus OA vector क्यों लिखा था, that's let's see, you can draw a simple diagram. I'll just discuss it here. Let's say this is origin and this is a point A, this is point B, and मैं क्या निकालना चाहता हूँ, AB vector, right? ठीक है, so in this triangle I can see OA vector plus AB vector is nothing but OB vector, right? So you can find AB vector. AB vector will be nothing but OB minus OA, correct? So AB vector will be nothing but OB minus OA. So you can do it using subtraction of vectors also, right? So हमने triangle law से किया है, and I could have done here OB minus OA. So इस vector में से इसको subtract कर दे तो उससे भी आता, but I generally do it with coordinates. So thank you. Hopefully you understood how to attempt these questions and what theory to expect in the exam. So we'll continue in the next lecture with our exercise 10.3, which does not have many questions. Around 15-20 questions should be there, and we should be able to do them within an hour. Okay, so notes will be available below the video in the description as a Google Drive link. So like, share and subscribe.